Good morning and welcome to Unraveled Game Thoughts. I am finally getting a game to the table to playtest. I've played it a few times. I'm not playtesting it. I am just wanted to show you how to play Coffee Roaster. It's a solo only game. And I thought what I would do is a full gameplay run through where I do all three coffees and sort of walk through this process. It's relatively quick. And even to brew 3 cups of coffee, you could definitely spend some time thinking through your turns and making some pretty, there's some pretty interesting decisions. I'll try to touch on those as I go through. But this is a fun game. Got this in a trade with another fella on BGG, and I've enjoyed the few plays I've done of this so far, and am looking forward to trying out all these various recipes. So, without further ado, let me start. This is my recipe. It's an Altura Oaxacana, which I'm probably pronouncing incorrectly. And sorry, I got a bug going on here. And then I've written on my scoring pad here that coffee, and it is a light roast, and I'm using beginner because I have not obtained the master level. And all of these tokens have been put in the bag. I got 2 red flavor tokens, 3 green flavor tokens, 3 blue flavor tokens, 1 ruined bean. Hard. It's not a hard bean because it's like a bad bean. I got 4 water tokens, 13 zero coffee tokens, and 4 hard coffee tokens. And those are all in the bag. So it's a 30 total. My goal is to get a roast of 14. So because there are 4 water tokens in the bag, I start with my counter there at 4. And I have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roasting rounds to potentially get the roast that I want. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw this number out of the bag. It's 8 tokens. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I got my 8 tokens in my bag, and I don't know if I said this, but I put all those tokens in this bag and mixed them up. So now I've got this. Now, the first thing I got to do is decide if I'm going to use any of these tokens. I have some immediate effects I could use here, which would allow me to get more things out of the bag and do some stuff. But this is the first round of roasting. There's not a lot to do. I'm not going to get rid of this one bad bean. I might wait till I have more things before I would try to use my trash and get some things knocked out of the game. I really just want to get my roast going. And there's nothing over here I want to start building toward, because to use one of these, I would basically be like the green bean or the green flavor token. I would take 2 of these other tokens and I would just put this on the board over here because it's used. I'd pick one of these spots that qualify for a green token and I'd put these back in the bag. But those are 0 coffee tokens, so I don't want to put them back in the bag. And I'd rather have these flavor tokens for later. So I'm just going to put this bad bean and those 2 back into the bag because I'm not going to do anything with them. And then these are going to get roasted. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 0 beans. So I'm going to put them over here, and I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1 beans because they are going up 1 roast level. And those all go in the bag. And then my roast level goes up 5 spaces. So that is roasting round number 1. That was a pretty quick one. This is the tray that comes with the box. I think it's labeled on the bottom, and then you have each type of bean in there. So it holds the game tokens really well, keeps it organized. So this is a super easy game to set up. All right, so now I'm on round 2 of roasting. I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm getting 9 beans here, or rather tokens. 4. Make sure I got 9. Yep. Okay. So now this is interesting. We've got a lot of, now water is automatically, it's always removed right away. Whenever you draw it, it just gets removed. So it's kind of like an extra token taking up room in the bag, but you got to take out that moisture. So I've got a hard bean. I still don't have anything I really want to get rid of yet. There's not enough to trash, and there's nothing I want to save. So I am definitely going to put all these back into the bag. And just to give you an idea, kind of what am I looking for here? Well, I want to get, this is looking for, I'll try to hold this up. It's looking for to have these 2 flavor tokens and 2 green and a blue flavor token. So I really want to have at least 2 of these green ones in my final cupping, and I want to have 1 blue one in my final cupping if I can potentially get that to happen. I also want to get an ideal roast of 14. So my cup, as it is, will hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tokens. Okay? So of those 10 tokens, I really want 3 of them to be those flavor tokens. That would be ideal. And I want to, so I want to get 14 points out of whatever the other 6 tokens, and I could get a bad one in there. And I want to get as many of the same number as possible. So that's another item I'm looking for, because that gives you some skill points when you're doing scoring. In other words, like a whole bunch of 2s. So if my other 7 were like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, plus those 3 flavor tokens, that would be ideal if I could get a whole bunch of 2 tokens and that. That's probably not going to happen quite that way. It usually doesn't work out quite that well. The other thing is I could get some other flavor, like if I get the honey, that kind of adds it's a flavor token of my choice. I can get this tray down here, which allows me to put out a couple of bad beans or beans I don't like the value of out in this way. This gives me a draw 2, pick the one I like the most, put the other one back in the bag. So there's a lot of little options you can get, but we'll get into those as we go. So I'm roasting these. These are going to go from 1 to 2. So I'm going to get 3 2s, and this is a hard bean. It's going to go to 0. It never goes up more than 1, even on the double roast phase, which we're about to get into. So I've gotten basically 3 more, 1, 2, 3, because going from hard bean to 0 is nothing. And then we're going to throw them back in the bag and shuffle them up. There's another wild token here you see on the board. I have to put a 0 and a 1 bean on here in order to get that wild token. And then I can throw that in a bag. So that's kind of an added component. And there's only 1 wild token, I believe, ever. All right, so we are on this round. So the first thing we do is throw our 2 smoke tokens in the bag, and we're going to mix those up in here. And then we're going to draw 10 out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to set those to the side. 7, 8, 9, 10. Trying not to look at them. All right, so let's see what we got. Now I know I've roasted at least 3 of my 0 beans, and I've got a total of 13. So there's still quite a few 0 beans in there. Right now, these would get roasted. That's the only bad one to take out. And everything is going to go up 2 on this round. So this is a tough one. If this goes up 2, then I might end up want to break it down later, but it's not going to get to the point that I want to, that's going to burn this round. So I think all of these flavor tokens, I'm not ready to use them, or my smoke. I'm going to throw that back in the bag, and I'm just going to let all this roast. So this 2 will go to a 4. That adds 2. All these 0s will go to a 2, and that's because on the rounds that you add smoke tokens, everything roasts up 2 levels instead of 1, except for hard beans. Hard beans only ever go to 0. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my roast level is, total roast level is at 16. And I've got an extra hard bean in there, and we move on to round 11. All right. Well, I haven't used any flavor tokens yet. We are still going to keep going, so I'm going to draw 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I usually end up getting a lot of water right out of the gate, but this time I did not get much water, so make sure I got the right amount. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Water automatically gets taken out. Take a sip of my coffee. And now we have to see what we want to do here. We're going to go up 1 roast level. Man, I want everything to roast. So I am not gonna do anything with my flavor tokens yet. I'm gonna let it go, and that's gonna go up. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then all of these 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going up 7 roast levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so now I'm getting all these beans in there, and now I've gotten through most of my regular my zero beans, and I think we're getting into higher level roasting. So we're gonna probably start wanting to use some flavor tokens here pretty soon to get some of this stuff right where we want it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not looking. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so there's my 12. Oh, we got a lot of bad stuff here. Several smoke tokens. Got several beans that are roasting. So let's take the water out because we always do that. Ooh, this is a tough choice. I really wish I had a red flavor token. That would be ideal right now. These beans everything's gonna roast twice too. So we're gonna get some good solid roasting here. The question is, do I want to get rid of one of my blue tokens and get rid of all of that stuff? And am I going to want to roast one more time? That is tough. I don't want to save that. I don't want to split one bean into 2. Not quite ready for that. Although I have this one's gonna burn if I don't do something to it. And I want 2s, so I think I will. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this. Okay. Sorry, phone rang. All right, I think I am going to go for that one. And that is going to let me take this 4 bean and split it into 2 2s, which isn't going to change my roast level at all. Those just go right back into the bag. Nothing else happens to those. I kind of want to trash those, but I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if I get a better draw later, and I am going to let all of these other things roast. So this 1 is going to go to a 3. This 2 is going to go to a 4. That's 2. And then 2 of those, that's 8. And then hard bean to 0. Okay, so there we go. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we're on 13. Now I'm going to have to do some stuff this round, so I'm really hoping for some good flavor tokens that we can do some stuff here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, let's see what we got. All right. Yep, 13. All right, we got a few of these. Still didn't get a red token out. My goodness. We've got some reasonable amount of smoke here. Couple of flavor tokens. I only need 1 blue one. This actually wouldn't hurt to go ahead and get this flavor token, and I could use it right away, but I don't know if I want to. That is tough. So if everything roasting is going to go up 1, and there probably are, I think I do want to use this green one. Which makes me a little nervous, but I got another flavor token. So I'm going to do that to put these two back into the bag and save those as 2s. And I don't know if I want that to roast. That's a tough one. Huh. So this is where it is tough, because I'm gonna get this, so that's gonna give me an extra draw. I feel like I have some 2s, but I don't know that I have enough 2s to feel real comfortable. I'm debating roasting one more round, but I don't want it to go up too much either. So I'm getting closer to 3s, and I definitely have a 4. I could use this. If I use that, I could use it as a, I could use it as a green, I could use it as a blue. Splitting a bean into 2. I think I'm going to use it as a blue. I'm going to split this into a 2 and a 1. And then, yeah, I am going to go one more round. So these will become 2 3s. So that went up 2, and that goes to a 0. So we went up a total of 2 that time. And we're going to go to 14 and see what we can get. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there's my 14. I did not get as much out as I had hoped, so that's unfortunate. I am going to use this red to, not to combine, but to take out all of these smoke tokens, because that at least knocks that out. I don't have another red. Ooh. Well, I think I'm gonna need a flavor token. So I am gonna do this and save these 2 beans, and I'm gonna do this to get that and save these 2 beans, and then we'll get a 4 and a 3 and a 2. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to cup. So this is the cupping phase. And the way this works is I didn't get quite that token, so I wasted a flavor token, unfortunately. But I'm going to take one thing out of the bag at once. So a red. We don't need a red. I don't need that for any flavor, but I hate to waste it, but it's not necessary. It's not going to help me. So I'm going to pull that out. I don't think, and let me double check a rule here. I don't believe during cupping I can add ore in my cup. So I'm not going to let that take up a space in my cup, even though it's tempting. So that's a 2. I definitely want as many 2 tokens as I can possibly get. There's a 3. I think I'm going to need a 3 at least, if not more. So there's another 2. That's perfect. Okay. If I can get at least 4 2s, I'll be thrilled. If I get more than that, that will be fantastic. There's another 2. There's 3. That at least gives me, I think, 1 skill point at 3 2s. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 9. There's a 1. Ooh, do I place it or not? I think I'm going to put it over there. It's tempting to put it in the cup, but I really want the better ones. There's another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're at 11. Okay. Now this puts us at 14. So if I do it, you know what? I forgot to do those two. So normally I'm supposed to draw 2 and then put 1 down, and I forgot to do it. So I'm going to do it on these next 2 because I forgot. So I got a 3 and a 0. Well, I definitely... I know there's a 4 in there. I would like to get another 2. We're trying to go for a lighter deal, so I'm going to put a 0 down and throw that back in the bag, and we'll see what happens. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 11. 12, 13. Pretty good. We could use some flavor. That would be 14, 15. That would put us over. We're going to put that there. Okay. I'd really like some flavor. Dang it. So that has to go in there because there's no other space for it. So this is going to be darker than we want. And I got a 1. Okay. So this is the way scoring goes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 was my roast level. 17 gets me 4 points. I had 1 flavor token, which I believe is 1 point. Yeah, I get 1 point. 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the same number gets me 3 skill points, and I got no negative flavors in there, so that's good. This was the flavor token that I had. The honey can count as anything because it's not required. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was my score because I got 0 negative. And now, because I have to roast a medium coffee. So I put this back over here, and I got to get one of these medium coffees, but I have to get a beginner because you have to score a... man, I forget. What is the score you have to get to the next card? Okay, read next game, blah, 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 record the outcome. Beginner. Yeah, you got 10 to 14 points to get the next one. So, I go here, and what happens is I put all these back into my deal. So that's a 1, that's a 1. 1, 0. These, I'm going to probably end up putting some in the bag. So we got a 1 and a 2. That will go here. That will go over there somewhere. That will go up here. I probably should have started 1 round earlier trying to get do my cupping. But I really wanted to push it and use my beans. So these special items that you can get added to your coffee, you put them randomly every game, and then that always goes there. And now I'm going to put together this over here. So I got to dump all this out, put 2 smoke tokens there, and 3 smoke tokens here. The flip side of this board has a what you'd call a beginner side, and it will be a little it's a little easier, I guess, less smoke tokens going in the bag. So it can be considered easier, I suppose. I don't know if it is or not. So I'm going to get all these beans, put them in the bag. That's 3. I need 13 zeros. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1 moisture, which we'll put in the bag, which means I'm starting there because of that moisture. I get 1 bad bean. Let's see, 2 red, 2 green, and 3 blue. And then this bad bean and that go back into the box. Shuffle them up, and let's get going. And this is Kasama AA. All right. So then you go after it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe that's 9. So let's see. We'll go up here. get our 9. Yep. And we're going to pretty much roast. We're not going to use any of our special effects. So we're going to go up 4 on that roasting. And then that's not going to go up any on the roast factor, but it gives us a couple of zeros. So, sorry, no scratch. That gives us 4. And then we get our smoke tokens and shuffle them up. And we're going to go 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Okay, pretty sure we're going to roast again. We're looking for a target of 16, so we need some decent roast. There is 5 ones. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a couple of 2s, so that is going to be a total of 6, getting that to 10. All right. Oh, I did that wrong. We're supposed to go up 2 on that one, so I gotta redo that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should have gone up twice. So my 5 ones, I'm gonna go sort through these. They should have been 5 2s. And I should have 2 3s instead of these 2 2s. Yes, I know I probably could have mathed that out a little differently and done it more efficiently, but oh well. That is corrected. Okay, let's go again. So now we're going to this round, see what we get. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 more, 11. All right. So we're not going to get rid, well, we could, that's only 1 bad bean. I'm not going to do that. We're going to go up to 4 3s, and we're going to get 1 4, and we will get 4 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, which will give us a total 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we're up to a roast level of 25. We want 16 total. We could cup now. But we don't have any of these things. So let's go another roast. See what we can do here. All right. Let's see. All right. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. So we have plenty of blue tokens. Let's knock out these bad things and do that. And what do we have here? Moisture has to come out. That's our 1 moisture. Well, we could split a bean into 2. Everything's going to roast twice. So I think I'm going to actually save these 2 beans and not split any beans, and then this will that will go up to 3, and that will go up to a 2, so give us a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goes into the bag. And I'm gonna have to roast at least once more to really see what we get here. All right, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Well, what are we gonna do? We want at least one of these flavor tokens, I think. So the blue is the most. We can take 1 bean and split it into 2. I like that. I think I like, oh man, but that's a second one of those. I could take 2 beans and put it into 1. This is tough. It's going to be tough to get the flavor we want given what we've used. And we're only going up 1. I only have 2 of those. This is a tough one. Well, I think we could put 2 of these into 1, into a 2. So we'll put that in the bag. I think I'd rather have the flavor tokens, so these will become 2 burned beans. We're going to get this cupping effect, which is fine. That's going to become a 0. These 2 will become 3s. These 2 will become 4s. So, and this will become a 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll keep those for effects, and we'll try our cupping and see how we can do here. Now, I don't think I'm going to get to 16 quite the way I'd hoped. We've got a 4. I'm going to keep it because I'm going for 16. We've got a burned, a smoke token. We've got a 0. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and place the 0 because I think I'd rather use those things for bad tokens. All right, we're at 7. Nice. Oh, burn bean. Okay. Let's see what we got. Another burn bean. Well, that's all my bad stuff. Now I'm going to get, if I get bad tokens, they're going to count against me. All right, we got 1 flavor token. That's fantastic. We're at 7. We're at 8. Oh, and I forgot to draw a second. So between these 2, I would keep that one. So now I'm going to draw 2 for that one. And I'm going to try to remember how to do this. Okay, I drew 2 of the same. Whoop-de-doo. All right, that's still not bad. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Still 11. Ooh. Very uneven roast here. 12, 13, 14. 15, 16. Oh, I need some flavor tokens here. 18. Oh, man. 19, 20, 21. No points for nothing for the for that. And I got 1 flavor token that I needed, so that's a point. And skill points, I get 1, so 2 points for that. Did not do well on that particular cupping, but hopefully you see how this game works. I'm only allowed to use a beginner on the last cup here, and that one I'm probably not getting my using my flavor tokens as well as I could and as efficiently, partly because I'm trying to teach the game, but it's also partly because I'm just most likely not that good at it. But it is enjoyable trying to do the bag building in this game and get through these flavors and try to get that coffee cup tasting that you're really looking for. So I'm going to shuffle these and we'll do the last one here real quick. So I'm just going to throw these down. And honestly, I think if you can get those, they help quite a bit. If you can get those out. I had, I think, too many 4s in that one, and that made it tough. I let those 2 burned beans get in there, and that's the first time I've let a bean burn, and I kind of made the decision that, oh, you know, I'll just let that one burn and see what happens. But I don't think that worked out for me, so have to be more careful of those burned beans. So we got 3, 3, and 3 for each of those. We've got 1, 2, 3 bad beans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water, and then we need 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 5 hard beans. 3, 4, 5, and the water is 5, so we will go here and draw 7 out of the bag. I like the nuance of the game because I like to make craft coffee in the mornings, and this is somewhat reminiscent of, you know, the process, not necessarily of roasting. Roasting's a lot more involved, but just making a craft cup of coffee is kind of not too dissimilar from trying to figure out with your pour and your temperature and all that, you know, get everything just right so you get the right flavor out of the coffee. All right, so this is number 2. We need 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Anything I don't want. I don't think that's not going to raise roast level. I don't think I want to do any of those yet. That's 1 bean into 2. I definitely don't want to divide my beans up. Although, well, I don't need any. I need honey. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I am going to take that blue one, and I'm going to put it there. I'm going to divide this bean into a 1 and a 0. I think I can do that. And that splits that out just a little bit. Okay, so because then they don't get roasted, and then I'll get these 2 1s and that 2, so that gives me a total of 3, and then we go to 9. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's that. We got some water tokens here. Do we want to take a bean and combine any beans? I don't think so. And I don't think there's anything we want to save yet. So we'll just let that turn to a 0. I think that's 3 of my hard beans that have gone to 0, and we'll roast that to a 1. That gives us 2. And now we got some smoke in our bag, and we're going to roast up twice. All right. So let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops. That was the last one. All right, we got quite a few here that are bad ones. I might as well take out some bad ones. Let's see. Let's get out some smoke and a couple of bad beans. And then what do we want to do here? Well, I like the idea of saving that one. So let's do that. Well, I only need 1 of those. Oh, but that's 2 into 1. So I'm going to save those 2, and I'm going to let these 2 roast up to 2s, which gives me 4, which gets through that phase pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to 11. And we've got our honey, which we need for flavor. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, quite a few. Not getting a bad bean there. Too many small numbers. Let's go there. Do I want to save 2? Well, I need that token, so I'm going to let these roast. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to have to get 12 there. Okay. Got 1 more blue to use, and can probably use a red. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh man, 11, 12. This would have been a good one to sure get a lot of beans out. So we're going to get a couple of zeros. No flavor tokens whatsoever drawn on that one. Ugh. So those are going to go back into the bag. Flavor is going to go up 4, 6, 2 burned beans, and 8. Okay, 8. Dang it. That was terrible. But we're going to have to roast this one, see if we can get rid of some stuff. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Still no flavor tokens. Oh, this is going to be a terrible cup of coffee. So we're going to get 1 burned bean. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, that's 4, and 5. We'll get a 4, and we'll get a 1, and a 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at 32. And this is going to be an awful cupping, but I'm going to go ahead and cup. I should probably go another round, but we're going to see what happens. So, got a flavor token. Not bad. We got a 3. All right. We got a 0. We're going to put that there. We've got another flavor token. So, we've got a burn, or smoke rather. Yeah, I didn't get that, so we'll put the 2 in there. Debatable, but I think we need to. We've got a burned bean, a 4. Needed that. We're at 9. If I can get one more flavor token, I'll be doing pretty good. All right. A 0. Ooh, that's got to go in there. That's no good. A 1, also not helpful. I need a green. Oh gosh. Well, this was not good. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So didn't even make the chart. We got a, this is what, Puño AAA. This is definitely not AAA. I got 3 flavor tokens out of the 4. So I think that scores me 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 6 points. Because we'll use this as a green. We have that red, and then we have the honey. So that's helpful. Skill points, 0. So and then we got a -0.1. So that leaves us with 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is my total, which if I look at the back of the book, it will tell me what does my, what does that mean as far as my roasting? I think that means what I am is a beginning roaster. Less than 19, apprentice roaster. That is what I am, an apprentice roaster. But that was playing the game relatively quickly with not really putting as much thought as I did the first time around into the crunchy decision making that goes on. With what I want to do each section of the game. But it is enjoyable to play. It definitely has a little mimicry of the delicacy of trying to roast coffee well. And it's, you know, for a game to get on the table and just play something, it's not bad. And that was a pretty good time frame. 45 minutes to get through all 3 of those. And there's quite a few of cards here. There's a lot to choose from, and you could of course always just pick a card and just do one and see how well you do getting through the roasting phase. And I haven't really explored kind of what if I push hard and I get a bunch of these, how much does that help versus other options of trying to balance out the flavor tokens so that they're available to come out when I want them to. So it's kind of some tricky nuances that you can weave in there in the game. Well, thanks for joining me at Unraveled Game Thoughts. If you like the video and the playthrough, let me know. If you've played this game, please share your thoughts, what you thought of it. I can see where for some, this is going to be maybe a little too simplistic, and you're looking for a heavier, crunchier experience with your gameplay. But for others, this is a nice filler game to get to the table as a solo experience, especially if you do play a lot of solo games. For those that never play solo games, this is probably not this is not going to be the best coffee game for you. I would probably go with Coffee Traders or something with a lot more interaction, for sure. This is zero interaction because it's a solo game. But thanks for joining me today, and have a great rest of your weekend.